the Philippines, a country with a rich history and a spirit of independence, and Israel, another nation born from struggle, faith, and resilience. Few know that the story of their friendship began long before diplomatic treaties and political alliances. It's a story rooted in shared values, compassion, and the will to stand by one another in times of great need. This is where it all began. In the early 20th century, the Philippines was under American colonial rule, on the path toward becoming an independent nation. Under President Manuel Quezon's leadership, the country began to shape its identity, standing as a beacon of hope in Southeast Asia. But even as it looked forward, the Philippines couldn't foresee a global catastrophe that would test its character: World War II. Across the globe, a dark cloud was spreading. The rise of Nazi Germany and the horrors of the Holocaust sent shockwaves through Europe, leaving millions of Jewish people persecuted, displaced, and desperate for refuge. In 1939, President Manuel Quezon made a courageous and compassionate decision. He opened the doors of the Philippines to Jewish refugees fleeing Europe. Despite being a small nation, Quezon knew that saving lives transcended borders. At a time when many countries were turning their backs, the Philippines stood as a sanctuary for those escaping persecution. Through the efforts of Quezon and the Jewish community in Manila, more than 1,300 Jewish refugees found safety in the Philippines. These refugees, once lost, now found a home, a testament to the enduring Filipino values of bayanihan, or helping those in need. My family wouldn't be here today if it weren't for the bravery and kindness of the Filipino people. We owe our lives to this country. 8 years later, in 1947, the Philippines once again made a decision that would shape the course of history. As the world debated the future of the Jewish people and the establishment of a Jewish state, the Philippines stood out as the only Asian country to vote in favor of the United Nations Partition Plan, paving the way for the creation of Israel. The Philippines' vote was a defining moment, reflecting its long-standing commitment to peace, human rights, and justice. This was not just a diplomatic gesture. It was a continuation of the friendship that began years earlier, when the Philippines offered a safe haven to those in need. The Philippines' vote in favor of Israel's establishment was pivotal, not only for Israel but also for the region. It showed that nations, regardless of size or power, could play a crucial role in global affairs. With the birth of Israel in 1948, the bonds between these two nations only grew stronger. Formal diplomatic relations between the Philippines and Israel were established in 1957, laying the groundwork for future cooperation in various fields, from trade and agriculture to defense and technology. The ties between the two nations were not just about politics. There was a deep connection rooted in shared values. Both nations had emerged from struggles for independence, and both understood the importance of standing with one another in times of need. This early foundation of mutual respect and compassion became the bedrock for the close relationship that continues today. From the streets of Manila to the neighborhoods of Tel Aviv, Filipino and Israeli communities thrive together, united by their shared history. Today, thousands of Filipinos live and work in Israel, contributing to its economy and society, while Israel has provided aid and technology to the Philippines, from disaster relief to agricultural advancements. The spirit of helping those in need has continued, making this relationship not only a diplomatic success but a story of human connection. Throughout the decades, the Philippines and Israel have stood side by side, supporting one another in times of crisis and celebration. From humanitarian aid during natural disasters to joint projects in agriculture and defense, this relationship has only grown stronger. This friendship, rooted in compassion and mutual support, is a legacy that will continue to inspire future generations of Filipinos and Israelis. As we look to the future, the bond between the Philippines and Israel remains strong, offering a model of international cooperation. What began as an act of compassion has blossomed into a full-fledged partnership, one built on trust, shared values, and the promise of a brighter tomorrow. The story of the Philippines and Israel reminds us all that true friendship knows no boundaries, and that the most powerful bonds are those built on kindness and respect.